Hello, Bill Hernandez speaking.
Hi, Bill. It's Gary Mullen here.
Hey, Gary, how you doing, buddy?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very good, thank you. I'm Bill Hernandez, editor at rockbandreviews.com here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we're really excited to have you back again at the Parker Playhouse on April 19th for One Night of Queen with Gary Mullen and the Works.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It should be good. We do like Fort Lauderdale, and especially the sunshine.
Yeah, you've actually played this venue before, and it was the first place I ever seen you perform a couple of years ago. And
All right.
as I'm talking about it now, I'm getting goosebumps because your performance by far exceeds any other Queen tribute band that's out there in this world.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, like going back to when you were a young boy, can you remember when music first impacted your life?
Yeah, I suppose about the age of 4.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, my families would always have these big parties, birthdays and Christmases and just any kind of holidays, and all my aunts and uncles and my mum would sing. My uncle would bring his guitar out and people would just sing, and my uncle was one of my heroes, and he had a great singing voice and used to bring the acoustic guitar out. I could see anytime he sang, everyone just gravitated to him, it was just like, I thought that'd be cool to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
Just be able to, make people happy just by singing, And then I discovered Queen the same year, and that was my thing. My thing was, and then my uncle, my grandfather bought me a little guitar, and my uncle taught me, the first ever song he taught me was Paul McCartney in Wings' Mullen Kintyre.
Oh, yes.
It's like 6 chords. And then I'd get pushed out at family parties. Hey, Gary's going to sing a song. And they'd throw me out in the middle of the floor. And Mullen Kintyre, 4 or 5 years old. And I thought, this is kind of cool. People are applauding. They really seem to like what I'm doing. This is great. And that was kind of the beginning of the sort of love affair with singing.
Now, of course, besides Queen, who were some of the bands growing up that inspired you?
For me, it was things like the bands like the Beatles. Elvis was a big one. My uncle was a big Elvis fan. And then, a lot of my family went to country and western with Johnny Cash, Dolly Parton, Willie Nelson. So it was a real mix. I had an aunt who was into soul music, so I just got rammed down my throat with as much music as possible. Motown, country, rock.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody in the pop charts. So I just took everything in like a sponge. It just sort of soaked everything up. And of course Queen was the band that first, that I sort of hooked into it. 4 years old, watching a TV show in the UK with the pop video for We're the Champions, and seeing Freddie in that black and white leotard, the lights and the smoke and music, and I was just like, my God, who are these guys? This is awesome.
Now, you're a vocalist. What do you do, if anything, while you're on tour to maintain your vocals?
One of the most difficult things for me to do is not to talk. I like to talk. And the guy, I go for singing lessons now to maintain the voice. My singing teachers forever said, but you have to not speak as much. So I try and lock myself away in my dressing room and rest the voice. And I do warm-ups and cool downs and, don't drink alcohol on the tour and take honey and water, up till showtime and on the stage, drink plenty of fluids.
Yes.
So it's just easy things, keep yourself hydrated and then proper warm-ups kind of seems to work.
Now, of all the artists in the world you could pick to pay tribute to, I think we were just talking about this, though. Why Queen? You could have did Beatles, you could have did Rolling Stones, but you chose Queen. Was it because you had the vocal ability to do Freddie Mercury and that you had the dance moves, or were these things that you had to learn?
No, I suppose growing up, I was always watching, Queen concerts on videotape.
Yeah.
Showing me now videotape or on the TV, or, and watching the videos. And I suppose as a kid, I was just sort of mimicking what he did on stage because, as far as I was concerned, that's what you did on stage. You performed the songs and
Sure.
You moved around like that. The voice just is how I sing.
Yeah.
And always has been. So people would comment, oh, you sound like Freddie Mercury, and I'd be like, oh, thanks, but I don't hear it. To this day, I still don't hear it. I just hear myself, I just, go out and sing, and people think I sound like Freddie, and that's kind of it. Once I started doing this professional, I started looking more at how he moved.
Yeah.
How he would handle himself on stage, and because it's like being an actor in a musical or a play. You kind of become somebody else, and in this case, I do become somebody else, I suppose, in a way. So you know, you leave yourself at the side of the stage and become this other person, this, you know, this sort of Freddy character on stage.
Mm. Now, because you perform the music of Queen, is there any original Gary Mullen material available?
I mean, I released a little EP with my buddy a couple of years ago, which was called Blood, Sweat and Tears, because that's what it took to make. I've, you know, thrown some demos together in a studio, you know, off one summer, and then I happened to mention on a Twitter feed that I was, you know, recording some music. I put it out on iTunes, and we sold some albums, and it was pretty cool. But I do write music away from this, but it's mostly for fun, you know, because we're so busy with the tour that anything that I do, you know, I've got a little kind of home studio set up, just go home and just write tunes for me, you know. And if they ever see the light of day, great. If they don't, great. You know, it's just music. It's just something that I just, you know, there's an expression that kind of comes out of me, and I just enjoy doing it, whether it's performing this or whether it's at home just writing songs.
Now, what is one of the craziest things that's ever happened while you were on stage performing?
We had a lady come on, take her clothes off one night and jump up in her thong, just her thong, which kind of like, it's one of those, well, she actually had just a fur, kind of fake fur coat on, and she danced on the stage, and we were just like, well, counting the bodies on stage and going, okay, there should be 5 people, now there's 6. Who the hell is this? And then she just dropped the coat, and all she had on was a lace thong. You know, nothing else apart from a pair of boots, and I just could not sing for laughing, because the 2 security guys from the venue were trying to grab hold of her, but they didn't know where to grab her.
Exactly.
I ended up just sitting on the drums, the drum riser during Radio Gaga, just laugh. I couldn't sing for laughing. I just could not sing, because it was just the most. It became like a slapstick Laurel and Hardy moment, because they were just chasing around the stage, and we just kept playing, and the audience, there was like, you know, nearly 2,000 people in the audience. They were all like whistling and cheering and clapping, and I had tears in my eyes. I couldn't sing. I missed most of the song went by without me actually singing a note, because I couldn't actually get a note out. Eventually they grabbed her shoulders, grabbed her legs, turned her sideways, and just dragged her, and she's blowing kisses to the audience. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my. It's amazing what music does to people. Yeah.
Now, what I do is, obviously, when I'm on stage, I say, darlings, you can stand up and rock and roll and take some clothes off as a joke.
Yeah.
She was that drunk, she thought to herself, okay, you're on, and did it.
Oh, sounds like good times, man. Good times.
Oh, brilliant. That's the thing, that we had a little, the other night, there was a little kid who was about 4 years old in Woonsocket a few nights back. And his mum and dad had obviously got eyeliner and painted a little Freddy moustache on him, and he had his Freddy t-shirt on, and he knew every word of every song.
Oh my gosh!
Crazy. So I actually picked him up. So I picked him up on the stage with me, and he copied everything I did.
Oh my! Now, do you find that the audience is I mean, people our age. I'm 47 and such, but that you're finding that there's a much younger audience these days gravitating towards the music of Queen.
Well, you seem to get families now, like entire families, like down the generations. You get the grand and granddads who obviously were first generation fans, like myself.
Yeah.
And then you get mum and dads who are their kids who are Queen fans, and then you get the kids. And then sometimes you've got their kids, and it's just like you've got full families with Queen t-shirts on, and the younger kids sometimes know the words better than the adults do.
Right.
Like, really? You know, and we had a group of little girls actually a couple of nights ago, one of the shows last week, who were about 10, 11 years old, who looked like they should have been at a One Direction concert. And they all had little hooded tops on, and I said to them, are you guys at the wrong concert? And they all opened their tops, and they all had Queen t-shirts on, and they just sang their hearts out. And I was like, that is awesome, because the music is timeless, and it's such great music that the kids are now discovering it. So it's jumping generations, and all the young kids, you know, are just jumping onto this music.
Yeah, they certainly don't make music like this anymore.
No, they don't. And I think that's why people, you know, bands like the Stones and the Beatles and, you know, artists like Elvis and Frank Sinatra and bands like Queen, they'll never die Why? Because the music is timeless.
Yes.
You know, it's music that just transcends, you know, race, you know, religion, age, everything. It's just music is just music. You know, if it's good, you'll enjoy it and it will last.
Absolutely. All agreed. Gary, I want to thank you so much again for speaking with us today, and we're going to get this up and running as soon as possible. And again, we'll be seeing you on the 19th of April at the Parker Playhouse here in Fort Lauderdale.
We'll enjoy and sing loud.
Wonderful. We'll come back and say hi to you after.
Fantastic. Please do, Bill. Thanks a lot.
All right, Gary. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, buddy.